Hey guys, my name is Archita, and today I'm going to be talking about the paper on careful devices. So, careful devices are essentially a domestic healthcare technology that tried to intersect the experience of a regular person and the knowledge of medical professionals. So, it created this intersection of self tracking and healthcare technology. The paper had also addressed why this intersection was important and prevalent within our world today. They were trying to grow interest within consumers in trying to gather their health data and understand certain trends of their health, and then also shift towards at home medical practices. Some challenges they faced were the problem of acknowledging situatedness and the problem of responsibility. So, in the first problem, they wanted to overcome the problem of people trying to understand and how these data is being gathered and interpret that. And then the second problem of responsibility was in order to understand how this data is being recorded by these devices.
Design Manifesto. Devices should be interpreted first and analytical second. Devices should produce data that represents body in a thoughtful way without reducing medicalized parameters. Devices should be situated in social, cultural, and aesthetic contexts of domesticity and private personal life. Devices should act as a discussant to develop patient-doctor relationships. Devices should foster new means of responsibility within its area of responsibility. Devices should prompt new ways of reflecting on and understanding self. So with all these, I think it's pretty important to consider because of some issues such as private and security issues amongst patient and doctor relationships. So these are pretty important to think about too.
One of the design cases included in this study was the ovum. The ovum is a careful ovulation tracking device for couples that are seeking to conceive. It uses a saliva tracking method and is meant to be used in a bedroom because it projects this fern-shaped crystals in spit to analyze how the pregnancy of the couple is going. The most important part of the device is that the couple is using the data to analyze them by themselves and are more interactive with their own health and their pregnancy instead of having a doctor analyze the information for them. So what I learned from the paper is that the critical interaction design can strike a balance between medical knowledge and lived experience of health. This basically means that the interaction design of right now of the current healthcare system is kind of separated and disjointed, and most patients aren't an interactive part of their own healthcare, so they're kind of they're distant from their own health and they don't really know what the data means. And the method offers more personalized perspective for the patient, and it's just better for healthcare overall, where the patients care more about their health and they're being more proactive about their issues and seeing doctors for the data and discussing instead of learning.
All of this is a new research program from the National Institutes of Health. It has as a main goal to advance precision medicine. This will help healthcare teams find a treatment that will work best for patients. To get there, they need 1 million or more people that share information about their health over time. The data obtained will be analyzed by researchers. The process starts with patients sharing data that includes surveys and electronic health records. It's important to know that personal information will be removed from all data. Also, samples will be stored in a secure biobank. Then, researchers will use this data to conduct studies. After the analysis of this data, participants will get information back that may help them to learn more about their health. And finally, researchers will be able to find treatments that will work best for different people.
So, the way patients in all of us can contribute their information is through electronic health records, or they can also send in physical samples such as blood, urine, saliva, Fitbit, and surveys. So, in this way, they have multiple ways they can contribute their information. So I personally think that all of us is a great idea because it involves patients and physicians working together for long-term use. But this can be challenging because the program they need to continue enrolling these patients, and they also have to make them stay engaged in the program. So this can make them lose interest or lose trust. So therefore, this can be challenging because the program also has to protect the patients against cyber attacks and preserve the patient privacy. So therefore, overall, I think it's a great idea, but this is a challenging risk.